Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I will be telling you guys everything that I've learned since 20 years old. So this is everything that I'm learning, and I'm 20 years old right now. I wrote a whole document of everything I've learned. I'm gonna go through it right now with you guys. So the first thing that I've learned is construction based. Now you know what a leveler is. A leveler is with the the bubble in the middle, and you can level the ground with a leveler to see if the gravity is even on the level. So take advantage of a leveler, take advantage of measuring ruler, using a measuring ruler. And caulking is very strong glue for sinks, bathroom tiles, and countertops. Caulking is special glue you can use to cover gaps and holes and crevices. There's a fire hazard code violation, not for drop ceilings because leaking. Leaking is happening now. Fixed roof tiles or flat roof drain pipe. So if there's leaking, you wouldn't want the drop ceilings to be glued. So drop ceilings are like those things that you have in school. You have like here, I'll show a picture of it right now. Bam. Actually no, I'll search it up. Drop ceilings. I was gonna, yeah, there you go. This is a drop ceiling. So you're not supposed to glue drop ceilings because they're in office buildings mostly. But this is so the electricals are under it are easy to be accessed through the walls if there's an electrical damage. But you're not supposed to glue the drop ceiling to the roof because how are you gonna get to the electricals if you can't lift the roof up from the ground? Like what this guy's doing right here. He's he's trying to lift up the drop ceiling from the ground, and he can't access it if it's glued. So you're not supposed to glue drop ceilings. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Caulking, you can use it for anything. Caulking is just special glue that you can use for strong. It's just strong glue. You can use it for anything. Caulking. You can find it in your local Home Depot or Lowe's. And yeah, so drop ceilings, leaking, fixed roof tiles. Fix the roof tiles of the building if it's leaking, or the flat roof drain pipe. If it's a flat roof, that means that the flat roof will have will be able to drain. Okay, so every house needs two exits for a fire for upstairs and any house floor. There needs to be two exits to the house. Carbon monoxide detector and fire blankets. Drop ceilings are for electricals. So drop ceilings are so you can easily access electricals under the roof. They're for office buildings, and I recommend that if you ever wanted to build a house, you will build it with drop ceilings because drop ceilings are easy to access if there's a power outage or like something's fried. You need to fried like you need to remove the electrical. So, yeah, gravel is great house foundation. Gravel is the main foundation of things. So, yeah, patio stone dust. So you would use stone dust. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say patio. You would use stone dust on top of the gravel because stone dust is more leveled. It's smaller than gravel. So you would use gravel for the foundation, but then after you put the gravel on the foundation, you use stone dust on the bottom for leveling out the bricks. If you want to place bricks next, you would use bricks um after the gravel has settled down. After you put stone dust. So stone dust would come after the gravel. You put 2 inches of gravel, you put no, not 2 inches, maybe a foot of gravel. Because you're building a house, you gotta build a house with a lot of gravel. So maybe let's say like 5 feet deep of gravel. Maybe that's too much. Like 2 foot deep gravel, like for a shed. If you're building a shed, you need 2 foot, because if you don't have gravel, the foundation, the house will move from the dirt, the mud. So you need gravel foundation. So I don't really know the measurements too much about how much gravel you need, but if you're making a house, you don't want to have it slip. So you would need a lot of gravel for the foundation of a house, and you can use stone dust on top of the gravel and then put the bricks on top of the stone dust. So you would use gravel first, and then you would put stone dust on top, and then you would put the bricks on top of the stone dust. That's pretty much it. So, and then you do 4 shovels of sand, 1 shovel of concrete powder, and then some water equals concrete mushy, and then that would equal cement. So if you ever want to make cement, this is how you would do it. You would use 4 shovels of sand, 1 shovel of concrete powder, and then some water. And it would be concrete mushy. You will have mushy concrete, but later on it will become cement. So if you ever want to make a house, that's how you would do it. That's construction. Landscaping, landscape paper, leaf blowers and weed whackers need mixed gas. Mixed gas is gas with oil. Premium gas is recommended. So you have 2 cycle 1 pint oil plus 5 gallon gas equals mixed gas. So if you do landscaping, you would need to use mixed gas for leaf blowers and weed whackers because they're smaller machines. And this is mixed gas is gas with oil, like I said. And you would need to follow this measurement right here if you want mixed gas with the leaf blowers and the weed whackers. 2 cycle 1 pint oil plus 5 gallon gas equals mixed gas. It's 1 pint of 2 cycle oil. 2 cycle is a special oil, and you would need to use that for well, if you're a landscaper, you would use this with leaf blowers and weed whackers. And this is the correct measurement if you want to try. And if you ever want to be a landscaper, I recommend it. My dad's a landscaper, so I landscape with my dad. That's what we do as a business together. And he's a great dad. He taught me this. He told me that you need 2 cycle 1 pint oil for every 5 gallon gas. So I recommend that you guys you know that. And it's important to know that leaf blowers and weed whackers need mixed gas. They need it because it's just how the machine is made. It's made with the gas is in the oil. The gas has oil in the gas, and this is how you make the oil in the gas correct measurement with every 5 gallon gas. Springtime, put 2 or 1 inch loam or dirt thick. Loam is fertile dirt. Get seeds with fertilizer pebbles. Throw it. So this is how you would replant a spot where the dirt's not growing. Like you want to put loam. Loam is dirt. So you would put loam or dirt because loam is like fertile dirt. It's like fertile dirt. It's like nice dirt. So you would need 2 to 1 inches of loam, and then you would put the seeds on top. You would throw the seeds and the fertilizer pebbles. You would put those and you would throw it on top. And then water loam if dry. Birds can eat seeds. This is stuff that you can go through if you're ever a landscaper. So water loam if dry. Birds can eat seeds. Plant beef in soil for compost. So if you ever have dirt that's bad, like that's not the right, that's like very unhealthy dirt for grass to grow, you should add like things like eggshells and beef in the soil because that will add more nutrients back into the soil. So if the soil is low on these nutrients, the seeds will have problems growing in the soil because the soil is too acidic or the soil is too little acidic. You need to add the beef in the soil and it will add nutrients back into the soil. So that's what it means. Plant beef in soil for compost. Because if you add this beef in like raw beef, if you put beef in the soil, it will add nutrients back into the soil. Gas on pavement leaves a mark, no spills. So gasoline, if you ever drop it on the pavement, it will leave a mark. So you gotta be careful if you're ever pouring gasoline into like a leaf blower or a weed whacker, because it makes marks on the road. And just try not to drop it on pavement. Drop it on the dirt, because you can't see it on the dirt. But just be careful, because gasoline, if you ever are a landscaper, gasoline can fall into dirt, or gasoline can fall into the dirt, and that's okay. But if gasoline falls on the pavement, it will leave a mark. That's it. That's basically it. Pipes can burst from freezing gas. Gas expires. So pipes can burst, and if you're in a car and you're gonna leave the car during the winter, be careful because pipes can burst from the freezing gas. Because you know what I mean. It can happen. It's because of the pressure of when it solidifies into a solid uh, freezing liquid. like water, it becomes ice. So if it becomes ice, it will expand, and when it expands, it can burst the pipe. So you gotta be careful because ice can expand and that will destroy the pipes and stuff. So gasoline is a liquid as well. So gasoline, when it solidifies, it will expand and the pipe will burst. Gas expires as well. So gasoline, it has expiration date. Gasoline loses chemicals over time, and gas can expire as well. Farming paper, this is everything I know about farming. Aeration is poke holes in the soil. So if you want the soil to be even more nutritious, you have to sort of like flip it a bunch of times, make it all like with the air, like poke at it, poke at it, poke in the soil. And the more holes you poke in the soil, the more the soil will have more oxygen. And the more oxygen the soil has, the better plants can grow. So that's just what aeration is. Aeration is poke holes in the soil. Animals eat specific foods: carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore. You gotta know which what your animal eats. If you ever have chickens, chickens eat seeds. There are herbivores, or they can eat, or they're omnivores. They can eat like some worms. They eat worms and stuff like that. So chickens can eat worms and bugs. So they're omnivores. Exercise chickens with tiger. This is just like if you ever want to try it out. It's something interesting because it teaches animals to run from a predator, and it teaches them to exercise because farm animals are usually really fat, and if they're fat, it's not really the healthiest animal. But if you ever had like a tiger to be with the chickens, it can exercise the chicken, and it would be smart for the homeowner to take advantage of exercising animals for a more healthier snack, a more healthier chicken. So fish need bubbles. If you do know fish need bubbles, they have to have a rotational water because the water needs oxygen as well. Just like that, just like aeration and soil, bubbles. Fish need bubbles in the water as well. They need some type of circulation like a river. They need circulating water. They need bubbles in the water. So you can hook up a DC motor with a battery and a button, and you can have a DC motor with a battery make the water bubble. I'll show you what that is right now. DC motor with battery and button. So this is a DC motor. DC motor is this. You see, DC motor is this thing, and you just have a battery, and it has a little you can add a little like flag or a little this thing just converts the battery into mechanical energy, which is rotation, and then you got the button. This is the button right here. The button will connect the circuit from negative to positive energy. So yeah, you can use this. You can use this dollar store item. This is a dollar store. This is like a small. This is a small battery, and this is like this is the DC motor. You could use a DC motor to flip water and make it circulate for the fishes to breathe, because fishes need rivers to breathe to survive. They need circulating water. They need water that moves. The more the water moves, the more healthy the fish can be because it has bubbles. So that's just something you need to know. Bubble fish need bubbles, and I recommend you guys can use a DC motor with a battery to make that possible for your fishes. Beef in soil is rats. If you plant beef in the soil, you could use rats to add nutrients back into the soil. Dead rats, you just plant dead rats in the soil, and the soil will have more nutrients. Spring temperatures, certain plants for location or indoor temperatures. uh, Certain plants for location or indoor temperatures. Spring temperature is recommended for seeds. Springtime is the correct season for plants to grow. Unless you're near the equator where it's always hot, you would need to wait until springtime. And springtime temperatures are gonna come by, and when they come by, that's the perfect time to plant the seeds in the soil because it's like It's the springtime. It's when flowers begin to bloom. The springtime is the correct temperature time for seeds to sprout for the new season. So certain plants, or you could have an indoor temperature. So if you regulate your plants very well, you can keep them inside a building and have the it's called a greenhouse. You can have a greenhouse during the winter, and because the temperatures inside are not as cold as the outside, the greenhouse will produce the seeds because the temperatures are regulated. So birds can eat seeds, sun can burn seeds, water plants correctly. Water the plants correctly. Make sure you don't put too much water, because if you put too much water on the plant could die, especially like a cactus. Too much water in the cactus will kill the cactus, because it's a cactus. It doesn't have a lot of water in the desert. But if you give it too much water, the cactus can die. Money, paper, dirty oil lubricates metal to metal. So dirty oil lubricates metal to metal. So you can use dirty oil to lubricate things, and even if the oil is expired. Like the oil is like dirty. It's like the black oil from a car. You could use that oil and lubricate metal to metal. It's still good oil you can use just for lubricating. It's good to put under your car if you have a lot of uh rust. You could use the oil and paint your car under your car with this dirty oil and use it to lubricate metal to metal. You can use it on a bike chain. It's a bike chain, bike chains, bike chain. You see, you can use this on a bike chain. You can put um, oil on a bike chain to have it lubricate, so it's not gonna get stuck. So you lubricate the chain with the dirty oil, so it has nice metal to metal contact. And it's important to know that, you know what I mean? It's a little technique you can use. You can use the dirty oil to lubricate metal to metal. It's a little tactic. Like you have a bike chain, it's having rub off and it's not circulating well. It's very hard to rotate the bike. Put some dirty oil on it and it will lubricate the metal to metal. Too much canola oil is bad for you. Canola oil is a cooking oil. Yeah, I'll show you. Canola oil is a oil that we use in many foods. Too much canola oil is bad for you though. It's what we use in our food, and I don't recommend you guys use too much canola oil because canola oil is very very bad for you if you use too much of it. We eat too much. It's in our chicken. It's in fried chicken. It's in bread. It's in everything that we eat. So you gotta watch out how much canola oil you eat because if you eat too much canola oil, it's too bad for you. You gotta watch it out. Watch out for that stuff. So yeah, so watch out for too much canola oil. Don't eat too much of it. Plant beef and soil for compost. Again, plant beef and soil. You could use beef and plant it in the soil. Smelt coins equals Minecraft. If times are rough, coins have value because you can you can melt the coins and make an axe with it, just like Minecraft. You can smelt things and make it into an object. You can smelt coins like quarters and make it into an axe. But it has to reach those temperatures, so it's like 400 degrees, 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be burning, boiling. That's boiling temperatures for and then once it's liquid, you can shape it when it dries into an axe. You shape it. You put wood around it. Well, no, not wood. You put some metal that doesn't melt around the metal that melts, and then you shape it into an axe, and you can make an axe out of quarters because it's coins. Coins have value. Coins is a something you could use. You can make a steel axe. Well, if you melt it, and then once it solidifies, it can be an axe to cut down a tree. Warm battery is better than cold battery. If you didn't know, batteries are better temperatured at warmer temperatures. So if you ever turn on a cold battery, the cold battery will destroy. So it's better to use, especially in a car battery. A car battery you should keep the battery warm. Because if the battery is warm, like prior to you charging it, prior to you turning it on, the battery will regulate better. If the battery is cold but you're not using it, it's okay. But as soon as you turn on a battery, make sure the battery's warm. Because if you turn on a cold battery when it's winter time, it's gonna destroy. So I would recommend heating up the battery with those red knots, the red and the black knuckles, the knuckles of the of jump start cable, jump start cables. Use a jump start cable to heat up the battery prior to turning on the car. Jump start cables. So if you use a jump start cable, you need to know that a battery is better warm than cold. If you ever heat up battery prior to turning on the car, it's smart to do. Use a jump start cable. Put the cable on both the positive. The positive is the red. The negative is the black. Negative is emo black. That's how I remember. Emo is black because emo is negative. So yeah, that's how I remember. You put the red on the red nose, you put the black on the black, you turn on the machine, it can charge up the car. And you could use another person's car to jumpstart it as well. Let's say your battery dies, you're on the road, you're waving your hands around, hey, help me please, I need a jumpstart cable guy because my battery dies. Because batteries die in cars all the time. And if it dies, you need to use jumpstart cables, which is this right here to make it work. And this is on eBay. You can buy it at 25 bucks, you see. A new heavy duty 4 gauge 500 amp emergency jump start cable. So you need to connect it to the battery that's on, then to your battery that's off using the black and red right here. So you know what I mean? You gotta just connect it from battery to the next battery, and that battery that's running will work to the battery that's also running on the other car, and you just connect both black on black cable, red on red cable. It should have some red showing up. It will have like a red cable to tell you this is the, because if you put on the wrong one, it will fuse up and it will start steaming. So you make sure you don't put on the wrong one. Make sure you put on the correct color, which is red. Red will go with red, black with black. You open up the battery, it should have a color there, and it will tell you black with black, red with red. Warm battery is better than cold battery. Mechanical hydraulic jack pedal car invents, please. So I was thinking of a way of using hydraulic jack. Hydraulic jack is something they have at the mechanics. It's a way to lift up a car, but I think I believe there's someone that could invent it someday. Hydraulic jack is this thing. And I believe that there's a way to make a mechanical car using a hydraulic jack, because hydraulic jacks are powerful. They can lift something up using little force. So I believe there's a way to make a car out of that. That's why I said invents, please. Because I want someone to invent a car that doesn't use any gasoline or any electricity. So that would be crazy if they can make a hydraulic jack car. But yeah, next will be alternator windmill. An alternator is in a car. An alternator is what you need in a car, but you can use it as a windmill as well. And yeah, it's this thing. It converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. So it converts mechanical energy, which is movement of hands and legs, to chemical to mechanical. No, to electrical energy. My bad. So mechanical energy to electrical energy, and you just gotta connect the something here, rotation. You just gotta rotate it, and as soon as this rotates with some type of force, like a river or a I don't know, like a windmill, like a wind turbine, alternator windmill. Like you could use a windmill right there. That's an alternator right here, and you could use it to make rotation. That's an alternator. This is an alternator right here. You can use an alternator to power a windmill and to make a windmill. And it has two wires on the end, or three, maybe three because of a ground wire, but it has two wires. It usually has two, black and red, and you would connect the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative. And yeah, let me see the alternator, the cable, and it shows you how to make an alternator to convert mechanical energy to electrical energy. That's how it works. Mechanical energy to electrical. So mechanical movement of your hands and legs into electrical, and it uses the gasoline. And a car uses gasoline to convert an alternator into electrical energy. Mechanical to electrical energy. Mechanical is the movement of your hands and your legs. Good, that's mechanical energy. Ocean breeze. You can take advantage of ocean breeze to make a windmill, alternator windmill. Ocean breeze. Plastic is bad. Plastic is bad in the oceans. Guys, this is a big deal. Plastic is getting into the oceans. We're losing the food because littering is not okay. And littering is just bad. It's just bad to litter. It doesn't help us. It destroys the world. Plastic is bad. Remember that. DC motor or hub motor plus button plus battery plus resistor plus wire equals electric bike. Transistor. I don't know what a transistor is. I didn't even search it up. Still, I'm gonna search it up. Actually, I searched it up. Oh yeah, I did search it up. It's for computers and stuff. I didn't know what a transistor. Someone told me that it's something you use in it's a semiconductor device that controls and amplifies electrical signals and acts as a switch or gate. So I don't really know too much about this stuff. This is like the small stuff I don't know. It's electrical input. It's something. It's some type of electrical device. And DC motor or hub motor plus button plus battery plus resistor plus wire equals electric bike. So if you want to search out what each one of these is, a hub motor is a wheel. So we can search it up right now. Hub motor. It's a wheel motor. It's a DC motor inside of the wheel. So you see this? This is a DC motor with the wheel. And as you saw in the other image with the battery and with the positive and the negative current going into the DC motor, this is a DC motor battery. This is a hub motor. This is a hub motor. So a hub motor is um like in here a wheel. It's the center of a wheel. So I recommend the hub motor. Hub motor is the center of a wheel. And you connect it to the battery. All you need is a battery and a hub motor, and you got yourself a working car. And then you have a working bike, electric bike. And you got yourself a button. You click the button will connect to circuit or disconnect the circuit. You got the resistor. Resistor is to reduce the inputs of the electricity. If the inputs of the battery is too large, then you need a resistor to reduce the power of the battery because the battery is too powerful. And so you don't want the thing to explode, so you would use a resistor to reduce the current of the battery to the hub motor. Because if the current of the battery is too high, then the battery can explode the hub motor. And then the wire and an electric bike. Pneumatic motor, bicycle pump, circular, and vents help. Pneumatic motor is a device that uses it's a device that uses air. It's powerful. It's all mechanical. Working principle of air motor. It's an air motor, and it's powerful. I don't know how it does it, how they do it, but I think it's a bicycle pump circular. It's something you should buy. It's something that converts mechanical into mechanical again. It's just it uses rotation of one side and then the other side rotates double the speed. It's the pneumatic motor. It's something you guys should know. I think I don't know. I never bought a pneumatic motor, but I'm thinking of buying one when I have the money to buy it. And right here, they already put some on sale. 161 speed air motor. It's an air motor, pneumatic motor. It's crazy. $197. It's big money, but it's mechanical to mechanical again. It doubles the energy on one side and it triples on the other side. So you flip this side one side, and the other side will flip double the speed. I think that's what a pneumatic motor does. Because I saw it on the internet, it converts the mechanical to mechanical again. It doubles the speed of the mechanical energy. Pneumatic motor, also known as an air motor or a compressed air engine, is a motor that uses compressed air to perform mechanical work. Pneumatic motors convert compressed air energy into mechanical work through linear or rotary motion. So this is like mechanical to mechanical again. It doubles the speed. It triples the speed. It's like one side you put little, the other side it triples. That's what a pneumatic motor is, and it uses compressed air to perform mechanical work. Pneumatic motors convert compressed air energy into mechanical work through linear or rotary motion. So I think it's a bicycle pump circular. Is what I'm saying. What it is. I think that's how it works, but I'm not sure. That's what I said. Gravel is a great house foundation. Gravel is great house foundation. You guys should know that. Gravel is used for houses, and gravel is so the house doesn't slip away from the mud. So you need a bunch of gravel for the house foundation, like 10 feet of gravel. You need a lot of gravel. I don't know how much you need, but I know you need a lot of gravel for a house foundation because you don't want it to slip like a mudslide. Because mud is not really good soil. You need a lot of gravel for the foundation, so the house doesn't move. A lot, like a lot of gravel. So 4 shovels of sand. For a big house, I'm talking about the big houses. 4 shovels of sand, 1 shovel of concrete powder, and some water equals mushy concrete, cement. That's another one of those that we said on the top. Human paper. Voodoo equals blame gives us symbolic brains, readable thoughts. If you know how voodoo works, they can read your thoughts. So I don't mess with voodoo. Voodoo is something I don't mess with, but just make sure you realize that someone can read your brain, and your brain can be read by voodooism. So blame gives us symbolic brains. It's readable thoughts. So make sure you don't mess with voodoo. Voodoo, you don't mess with that stuff. Doxing is monkey in the middle. Monkey in the middle is doxing. Alternator windmill, or again, alternator windmill, DC motor button, battery. Clone chickens, plastic is bad. Yeah, again, that adaptation is equals medicine question mark. Adaptation. So if you take medicine, it adapts your body. It changes how your body works. If you take any sort of something, if you eat some specific food every day, it will mutate your body instead of being the same. Because if we all eat different foods, it will change our DNA. Whatever you eat changes your genetics. So whatever you eat, and it adapts your body. You eat peanuts every day, your body will adapt to the peanuts, and it adapts your body. Whatever you eat adapts your body. So I recommend that you guys eat a healthy diet, and you sleep early, and you live a long life. Pneumatic motor, bicycle pump, circular. That's again plant beef or soil for compost. River is mechanical energy. You can use a river to rotate an alternating windmill. An alternating windmill, you can use a river to rotate it. Smoked beef is healthy. Physics equals distance times speed. The laws of physics says distance. The farther the distance and the speed, the acceleration of a punch, of the distance of a punch and the speed of the punch will amplify the power. So the farther the fist comes up to punch someone, the more distance it reaches, the more powerful the punch will be. That's the laws of physics. You should definitely know the basis of the laws of physics. Distance times speed. The distance of something times the speed of something. The aerodynamics of something. So aerodynamics is something I recommend you guys um should understand. Aerodynamics. Yeah, I had it right here. Aerodynamics. Seduction and poison. Those are things that you can come up with. that you could struggle with in this world: seduction and poison. I would teach my kids this stuff: seduction and poison, because if you can get poisoned by anyone, and seduction is a weapon. Seduction is like using a woman to seduce a man into sleeping with her, and then the woman will rob the man. It has happened before. The woman slept with the man, and the woman robbed the man after the man slept with her. So the seduction is definitely a weapon, and poison is a weapon as well. You should definitely understand that these are two weapons that can happen in this world. Emergency mind. Cold equals preserve, hot equals de-stress. Cold is temperature. Cold air drops down, falls down. Hot air rises. It's the laws of physics. Hot air goes up, cold air goes down. So you should definitely understand that. Yeah, I'll write it right now. Cold air goes down, hot air goes up. And cold equals preserve. It's like a fridge. If you put yourself in a cooler, you'll preserve like the food in your own fridge. Because cold temperatures preserve food and it also preserves us. So if you ever live in a colder environment, you probably might live longer than someone who's living in Africa. Because Africa's hot temperatures, but they adapted, their body adapted. But Africa's hot temperatures heat our body, and we tend to live longer in colder temperatures because it preserves our body. It makes us preserve like food in a fridge. Battery is better warmed. Battery is better warmed, like we talked about above. Battery is better warmed than cold. Shake dandruff off head, it is dead skin cells. Take advantage of shaking out dead skin cells from your hair. Let's say you didn't shower for maybe a day or two. If you didn't shower this day, take advantage of shaking dandruff out of your hair. Make sure you don't have any dead skin cells in your hair because they're gonna keep coming. Dandruff is a normal thing. It comes on everyone's head, and if you don't take a shower, take advantage of shaking off the dandruff from your head. Because if you don't shake the dandruff from your head, um, you know what I mean. It can affect your it will make your hair smell bad and no not smell bad. Well, yeah, of course it'll smell bad, but the dandruff in your hair, you just have to shake it out. You can't go another day just like not taking a shower and not shaking your hair from dandruff. So you gotta, at least if you're not gonna take a shower, shake your head out from dandruff. Because dandruff is gonna keep coming and keep coming because your body's constantly peeling dead skin cells. So make sure you guys do that and peel off the dead skin cells because those dead skin cells keep coming onto your body. And you should understand that we all have skin cells on our body that constantly peels off, and we should take cold showers to to um to live longer. Cold showers recommended. Meditating is child's pose. Child's pose is a position, a yoga position. Child's pose. That's child's pose right here. It's child's pose. This position is very healthy for you. It's a position that I learned, and I recommend you guys try it out. This is child's pose right here. What she's doing. This is called child's pose, and I recommend it. It's a very powerful position, and it releases gases from your intestines. If you do this pose right now, I could recommend you might fart. If you do this pose, tell me if you fart in the comments down below. If you try this pose right now, tell me if you fart. Because I recommend it releases gases. It's very healthy. It's one of the best meditating positions for your body, and it's a very healthy position to meditate. Child's pose. It releases gases from your thing, and you might fart. You might fart because it has happened before. If you haven't done it in a long time and then you do it, and you might fart. And I actually think you can do it. You can tell me in the comments below if child's pose does that to you. Tortoise equals tortoise, but cartilage rubs off on the ends of bones. Cartilage rubs off on the ends of bones as you age. It's like Usain Bolt knee injury. Yeah, I'll search it up. Usain Bolt knee injury. He retired because of this. He moved his knees too quickly. He's the fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt. He has the 200 meters record holder. As a 17-year-old, Bolt suffered a knee injury during practice and was advised by doctors not to compete in Jamaica's international athletics meeting. You see, 200-meter record holder. He picked up a knee injury in training last Friday, and we took him to doctor. Knee injury, Usain Bolt, Jamaican retired runner. He's a retired runner. He's the fastest recorded runner in the world, Usain Bolt. You should know this guy. One of the fastest runner, 200-meter record holder. Minor knee injury. Bolt suffered a minor knee injury that reduced his ability to flex his knee. So your knees reduce cartilage as you age. If you jump once a day and you constantly keep bending your knees, it will start to peel off the cartilage. And cartilage is on the ends of bones, so you got to make sure you preserve it. Because when you get older, knee injuries or knee problems are a common thing for younger folks. For not younger, older folks. I'm sorry, older folks. Older folks tend to have knee injuries or knee problems because the cartilage is constantly peeling off from the ends of bones. Mud is healthy. Make sure you realize mud is a healthy thing. Gabriality, that's my name. It's like a religion I made. It's like a silly one. It's a silly thing that I made, but 7 things a king needs: food, water, shelter, a jester. A jester is like a king's servant. Gratitude, inspiring talent and legacy. Self-defense equals push them back, and take advantage of pushing them back. If you ever in that situation where they're gonna attack you, push them back. Take advantage of pushing back your opponent in a fight. I hope that's yeah. I was thinking of being a boxer someday, and I want to try it out, but pushing back your opponent is definitely something you could do if someone's ever gonna attack you. Push them, like literally, like take advantage of your arms and push them back, push them away from you. Take advantage of pushing it back your opponent. That's self-defense. Driving class paper. No driving hand symbols if car blinkers fail. Warm car battery. No driving hand symbols if car blinkers fail. So know your driving hand symbols. If you put your hand up all the way, it means right. If you put your hand out, it means left. If you put your hand down, it means stop. So you put your hand up, it's up out the window. It means right. If you put it out all the way out, it means left. And if you put it down, it means stop. You can search up the hand symbols, the driving hand symbols. Yeah, let's search it up. Driving hand signals. Left turn, right turn, slow stop. You see, this is it. This is the driving symbols. Right turn, left turn, slow stop. These are the hand symbols. You guys should definitely know your driving hand symbols. Because if your blinkers stop working, you can drive home safely using your hand symbols. Using hands and sticking them out the window and saying, I'm blinking right. Hey, I'm blinking, because if your blinkers fail, they fail. You can take advantage of using your hand symbols, and definitely you can drive home safely if you know your hand symbols. Warm car battery is better than cold car battery. Make sure your battery is warmed prior to turning on your car. And especially if it's sitting out in the winter all day, all the entire winter. Like let's say you have your car rested. Make sure that right before you turn on your car, you heat the battery prior to turning on the car using a jump start battery jump starter. So use a jump start battery jump starter before you turn on the car, to heat the battery up prior to turning on the car. Because a jump start cable can heat your car up and get it running, and the car battery can do the job if you just heat it up prior to turning on the car. If skating on ice, don't press the brake, press or pump gas and drive slow if raining. So if you're skating on the road, make sure that you press the brake, pump gas pedal, and drive slower if raining. So you know what I mean. You're skidding. Skidding means you're slipping. Your wheels are slipping. Make sure that you don't press the brake. You press the gas, because if you press the brake, it won't do anything, because it will lock your wheels in place and you can't move, because it's just getting, you have to keep the wheel from, you have to keep your car steady. You got to keep the wheel, the car driving wheel from moving left or right, because you don't want to flip over. You don't want the car to flip if you're on ice and they're skidding on ice. You got to make sure that you have control on the road, and make sure you keep your wheels forward. Keep them forward and don't have your car flip over. You don't want to make your car flip, so make sure if you're driving on ice and your car is not moving, you make sure you press the gas instead of the brakes, because the brakes will lock your wheels in place, and the gas will keep your wheels from moving forward, moving off of the gas. Because you can always move forward, but if you brake on ice, it's like you're keeping yourself still on ice, and it's not going to work out. So don't press the brake, press the gas, and pump the gas and drive slower, and pull over to the side. Especially if it's raining. Drive slower if it's raining. Drive slowing if it's snowing as well. Yeah, it's snowing. And snowing. If it's raining and snowing. Follow speed limits, patience. Fast is cool but deadly. Fast is cool but deadly. You know, you're driving with your friends, you know what I mean? It's cool to drive fast, but it's deadly. It's a deadly thing to do. No, blind spots are turn head back. Blind spots are if right before the mirror. If this is your mirror, this is your mirror. You have to turn your head back to look. If you know where the blind spots are, you look out the window with you turn your head back and you look out the window, because if you don't turn your head back and you just change lanes, you could hit someone on your side because you don't look at your blind spot. This is the mirror. This is where as much the mirror can look. Turn your head and look. You're gonna have to turn your head back, because if you're changing lanes on the highway, you might miss the person because you didn't check your blind spot. So you're gonna have to turn your head back and look whenever you're changing lanes on the highway, especially changing lanes on the highway. Take advantage of the rear mirror, middle mirror when reversing with blind spot check. Take advantage of the rear middle mirror when reversing with the blind spot check. So this is what a blind spot is. This is basically a blind spot. This is what it is. The exclamation point is where the blind spot would be. So you're gonna have to turn your head back. Take advantage of rear middle mirror. So the rear middle mirror is the mirror right here in the middle of your car. Every car should have one. It's a rear mirror. Where you're sitting, it's right on the right in the middle of your car. Whenever you're reversing, take advantage of your rear mirror. Rear middle mirror. It's a middle mirror right here. Right on your dashboard. Right on the front window. Right next to the front window. I can search it up. Uh, there you go. That's the rear middle mirror. That's the rear middle mirror. It's in the middle of your car. Every car has one. Whenever you reverse, take advantage of the rear middle mirror. When reversing with blind spot check. Check your blind spot. Turn your head back both ways. Make sure you actually look, because of the blind spot right here. You might not see the exclamation points. That's what the blind spots are. Turn head back. So take advantage of knowing what your blind spots are. If you're taking your road test, good luck to you. This is the best tips I can give for driving. Driving is a scary thing. Many accidents have happened in our lifetime, and I hope that Gen Z is prepared for driving. And driving is a big responsibility. I hope that we all drive as responsible beings and we keep our eyes open and we stay safe. Survivalist, if you're a survivalist, find flint. Flint and steel rod is lighter. I recommend you guys buy a flint and steel online. Flint and steel is something that you would need in this world. You can buy it cheap. It's something in Minecraft. It's in Minecraft. A flint and steel is in Minecraft. I recommend you guys buy a flint and steel on the internet, a real flint and steel in real life, because if you don't know how to make a fire, this is how you would make it. Flint and steel. You peel off the flints off the thing, and then you flick it with steel, the steel rod. This is the steel rod right here. You flick it against the steel rod. You spark it. You spark the flint, and it will make a fire. So flint and steel, I recommend that you guys buy. It's only $6. I just looked at it. It's right here. $6. Very cheap, very affordable. $2 on Temu. You see, $2.35 on Temu. Flint and steel rod, I recommend it. Large magnesium fire. This is magnesium. This isn't even flint. This is magnesium. So I recommend you guys buy a flint and steel. Very cheap, $6, $3 on Temu. I recommend you buy it. I really do. I recommend you buy that flint and steel. It's a very powerful tool. It makes a fire whenever you don't know. If you don't know how to make a fire, you would use a flint and steel. Or you could use a lighter, but a lighter needs gas, and it runs out. It runs out way quicker than a flint and steel doesn't expire. A flint and steel will be stored in your house forever. But a lighter, it expires because gasoline expires inside the lighter. So I recommend you buy a flint and steel rod from the internet right now. It's only $6. Ship it to your house from Amazon. It's very cheap, affordable, and it will make a fire very easily. Still water is more dirty than moving water. Still water is dirtier. River water is safer than pond water. Okay, river water is safer than pond water. River water is safer than pond water. A shirt can soak dirty water and you could suck on the cloth for clean water. If you're in that survival situation and you find a river, make sure it's a river, not a pond. River water is safer than pond water. A shirt can soak dirty water and you could suck on the cloth for clean water. That's something I saw on YouTube. But if you ever are in that survival situation, you need clean access drinking water. Try river water. Don't try pond water. Never try pond water. Pond water is the dirtiest water that you can drink. It's just not moving. It's still. Still water is bad. Still water is deadly. It's actually deadly for you. River water is safer water to drink from. Any moving water is safe. And you can take advantage of this technique. You take off your shirt, you stuff it in the water, and then you suck on the cloth, and it will keep the debris inside the cloth while you suck on the cloth for fresh water. So I recommend you guys do that. Charcoal can filter water, boil water, sift water with cloth. Charcoal is wood ashes, the ashes of wood. If you ever burn a fire, you could use a charcoal, and charcoal can actually filter water. You sift it with charcoal, sift water with cloth and charcoal. Put the charcoal inside of a bottle of water. Poke a hole in the bottom of the bottle, and it could sift charcoal. Charcoal can sift out water and make it into clean drinking water. It will be black, but it will be drinkable water. Charcoal is a very powerful clean source of a cleaning. It's a filter. You can even search it up, charcoal water filter. It's a way to clean water. It's actually a way. You see, gravity water filtration. It's a charcoal. It's a material you can use to filter water. Black and plum charcoal water filter sticks. You see, it's charcoal. All it is wood. It's just wood burnt. It's burnt wood. American water filter bulk coconut shell water filter granular. You can just use it and sift water. It sifts water. You put the charcoal will clean the water, take out all the odors. You just you burn wood, and it makes it into charcoal, and you can use the charcoal to filter the water. It's important to know this stuff. This is important to know. Boil the water. Boiling the water is one of the best ways to clean. Not pond water, river water. Boil the water from a river. Sift water with cloth. Charcoal can heal wounds. Charcoal, if you ever have an injury, you could use charcoal onto the wound to stop the bleeding. Charcoal is a very powerful thing you could use. It's just wood. It's just wood burnt wood. Charcoal can heal wounds. So if you have a wound, use charcoal powder, put it on the wound, and just it will burn a lot because you know what I mean. It's like I don't know. Charcoal sucks. It's painful. Charcoal is a painful thing. So I don't know. It just stops the bleeding. It stops the bleeding. So you just gotta put the powder on top of the wound, and it will stop the bleeding from because it's charcoal. You know what I mean? Charcoal is a powder, and it burns. It will burn. It's gonna be painful, but it's something you can use to heal wounds. Take advantage of the compass, northwest, south, east. Use a compass. A water compass will always point northeast. A water compass, what direction does the water? Northeast. I thought it was northeast, but I thought it points northeast. Well, I don't know. I'm not good with compasses. How to use a compass for beginners. I recommend I'm gonna search up how to use a compass. Compass is very important if you want to know the direction you're always traveling. And I thought a water compass like any standard compass points towards magnetic north. This is because the magnetic needle inside the compass aligns itself with the Earth's magnetic field, which has north and south poles. The needle floats on water, allowing it to freely rotate in line with the magnetic field. And the needle will always point to the magnetic north pole, not necessarily the graphical north pole due to the slight variation. The magnetic north. Yeah. Well, I gotta find out how to use a compass, cause take advantage of the compass. If you're ever gonna go traveling, try to take advantage of the compass. Take advantage of knowing what a compass is. I'm still learning what a compass is, how to use a compass. So I'm gonna definitely search some videos after I post this one. But eat worms and bugs. If you're ever in a survival situation, eat worms. Worms are have protein. If you're starving, eat worms. Is always going to be there in the ground, and I recommend it. Create a warm shelter with sticks and leaves. Take advantage of sticks and leaves, uh, and create a warm shelter with sticks and leaves. Axe. Take advantage of an axe. Beef and soil for farming. Avoid poisonous fruits such as certain berries or mushrooms, for example. No fishing. Fishing rod. Know your trees and bush berries. You gotta know what bushes are poisonous. Know your trees. Know what trees you can eat from. Know what they are. This takes a lot of experience. It takes experience to understand what bushes are poisonous and what bushes are not. Go more upstream for cleaner water. Go more upstream. So the more upstream you go on to over a river, the cleaner the water. I recommend it. Go more upstream for cleaner water. Cold showers is preservation. Cartilage peels on knees. Light medium house paper. This is the house paper, by the way. Cold showers is preservation. Whenever you take a cold shower, uh, it preserves your body. It's like the healthiest shower you can take is a cold shower. It helps metabolism. It helps you live longer. It helps your breathing. And I recommend it. I recommend you take advantage of cold showers. I take a cold shower once a day, and I will continue to do it for the rest of my life because I know the benefits of cold showers is preservation. So I recommend it. I recommend you take cold showers. It's a great way to live longer. Cartilage peels on knees. The ends of knees, cartilage can peel, and your knees will lose cartilage, and usually when you're older, you'll have knee problems because the cartilage on your knees are peeling. It's peeling every time you move. So be careful of your knees. Your knees are very fragile, and if you over exercise, you over bend your knees, you will have knee problems when you get older. Okay, knee problems is a common thing. So you need to wait and give time for your knees to settle down and recuperate. Cartilage can return. It just takes time. You have to eat the foods, you got to take your vitamins, you got to make sure that you're healthy, and the knee cartilage will come back. But it peels a lot when you age and get older, and you can get knee problems when you're older, so be careful. Light, medium, bear, different sized humans, light, medium, and then a bear. Are like bears, so if you eat a lot, you will be preserved for times of war, and times of war where will help you preserve. So, you know what I mean? If you're a bear, if you're like built like a bear, you know what I mean? You have a lot of food in your backup storage in your body. You have a lot of food in your body. And all that fat can go away if you're ever in that survival situation. There was a world record holder who had like 250 days he didn't eat food, and he was a very fat man. And after all those days went by, he was like 120 pounds. He stopped eating for a whole year. He didn't eat for 1 year. Isn't that crazy? For not eating any food for 1 year. And he was a fat bear. He was a human bear. And that person lived 100. Oh no, not 100. You can live a long life if you don't eat a lot. It's just light people tend to live longer than heavy people. That's just a fact. Lighter individuals tend to live longer, but a bear is lives like 40 years. Light a human can live until 100. If you look at the longest living people, they're skinny people. Skinny people tend to live longer. Okay, that's just a proven fact. If you want to live longer, aim to eat little and eat less, because the more you eat, the more your belly's gonna start exercising and exercising. Okay, sleep shirtless doesn't equal breast cancer. Make sure that you don't eat, so that you sleep shirtless, and it will reduce breast cancer. Okay, breast cancer is because of the bra. Okay, make sure you don't wear a bra when you sleep. You take off the bra and you sleep without a bra. If you're a woman, of course. If you're a woman. So sleep shirtless doesn't equal, and if a man as well. A man, you can sleep shirtless. I sometimes sleep shirtless. It's beneficial to your health if you sleep shirtless. If you remember to take off your shirt before bed, you will have benefits to sleeping shirtless. Okay, sleeping shirtless is a beneficial thing. So I recommend that you guys, if you guys are gonna sleep, especially if you're not living with anyone, sleep shirtless. Okay, mud is healthy. Walk barefoot. Minerals. If you walk barefoot on the mud, it will absorb into your feet, and you will live longer from it. Okay, mud is a healthy thing, and I recommend you guys walk barefoot on the mud. And the mud will help introduce new minerals through the feet. It will go up your feet, and it will make you live longer. Okay, mud is a healthy thing. Mud is human made, and if you walk barefoot on the mud, you'll live longer. It has minerals. It will transport minerals through your feet into your body. Okay, so I recommend you guys, if you guys do try this out, walk barefoot on the mud, and you will live longer if you walk barefoot on the mud. Bread, longer digestion versus vegetables, fruits, and legumes and nuts. Starch conservation, plenty of water. So bread makes you have longer digestion. Bread is very, very hard to break down in your body. If you want to live longer, stop eating too much bread, because bread it has a lot of carbs, and we know bread is amazing. But if you're in that healthy scenario, you don't want to eat a lot of bread. Too much bread is bad for you. Okay, it promotes longer digestion. And vegetables and fruits and nuts and legumes, you can you can you can live longer with eating vegetables and fruits and nuts and legumes. These are things that you should eat more of. Don't eat too much bread because bread is longer digestion. Stops constipation, plenty of water. This is a great combination to stop constipation and drink plenty of water. Make sure you always drink water. I got my water right here. I'm going to take a sip of it. Drink lots of water. Don't drink too much water, but take small sips. I will tell you guys this: small sips absorbs better than big gulps. Small sips of water. Small sips of water absorbs better than big gulps. Small sips of water absorbs better than big gulps. Okay? If you ever take small sips, like some drinking small sips of water, it absorbs better than big gulps. Okay? It's just the way your body breaks down the water and uses the water. So if you drink slowly, it's better than drinking a big gulp at a time. Drink small sips of water throughout the day. I always do this. When I'm at the computer, I take small sips of water. Small sips absorbs better than big gulps. Okay, that's a little pro tip. Bad ingredients: Vienna sausage and canola oil. Don't eat too much Vienna sausage. Vienna sausage is a canned sausage. I'm sorry, I'm going against Vienna sausage. Vienna sausage is really bad for you. It basically killed my dog, and I feel bad because I didn't know that they were feeding them the wrong food. But it was just, it's just not a healthy. It's not a healthy thing to eat. Vienna sausage is not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And canola oil is the same thing. These are two bad ingredients that you should definitely keep track of. And look at your ingredients. Look at the labels. Look at what they have. Red 40, blue 10. You see, red 40 is an ingredient in many Doritos. I think it's even on Doritos. Nothing against these companies. It's just these ingredients are bad for you, and they're on a bunch of products, and you just gotta keep an eye out for them. This stuff kills you. This stuff can kill you, and definitely take advantage of eating healthy and living a long life. Organic, everything about that. But if you eat unorganic, remember your body adapts. Okay, your body adapts to that bad food that it can actually make you live longer. Because if you eat unorganic, your body adapts. Your body adapts and moves past the unorganic and lives longer past it. Your body adaptation is a very important thing that you got to realize when you're eating something. If you do eat Vienna sausage once in a while, I don't think it's a problem. I think your body adapts and you might live longer because of it. It's very counterintuitive. It's like you think eating Vienna sausage is 100% bad for you, but if you ate it once in a while, your body would adapt and you would move past the problem and you will live 100 years longer. So not 100 years longer, but you'll live longer. It's crazy. Your body adapts. Your body moves past problems, and it will keep fighting to live longer. Charcoal can stop cancer. You take activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is a pill. Activated charcoal. You take a tablet. It's just charcoal. It's charcoal from wood ash. It's wood ashes. You can make this yourself to treat poisoning, for high cholesterol hangovers and upset stomach, but there is no strong, you see, no strong significant evidence helps prevent the poison from being absorbed from the stomach into the body. Okay, so if you ever eat poison, take activated charcoal. You can make it yourself. You have that flint and steel we talked about before. You can take advantage of stopping cancer. Charcoal can stop cancer. Okay, remember that. You should even search it up. Can charcoal from preventing cancer to promoting glowing skin, sparkly stainless teeth, and weight loss. Activated chocolate is sometimes proposed as a cure-all, but the reality is that none of these claims are supported by scientific research. So you should take advantage of charcoal. It does stop a lot of bad things. It's just charcoal. It's wood ash. Wood ashes, and it can stop cancer. If you ever have cancer, take activated charcoal once a day. I recommend it. It can stop the cancer. Exercise with a purpose. It's like a nurse. Because if you go to the gym, instead of going to the gym, exercise at work. Exercise to work. If you're exercising, you exercise with a purpose. Okay, and you exercise at work. Well, why would you complain of working if it's like a gym? If you work out at work, what's the point of going to the gym for? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You go exercise at work, at the hospital. There's no point in working out in the gym because you're already exercising at work. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like you exercise with a purpose. You're exercising with the goal to help older individuals live longer. And I just hope that those blood houses are safe because there's been fights in there. There's been a fights I heard, and people can fight you and stuff like that because they don't want to be there, and it's like a trap. And I feel bad. I feel bad for the people in the blood houses. I hope that they're living a comfortable life. I hope they have a computer because computers are great to have. And whenever you're bored, you can always hop on the computer and see what's going on in Roblox and stuff like that. Washcloth hard scrub when showering. Use a washcloth hard scrub. Okay, if you're taking a shower, scrub your skin hard because you have dead skin cells that can rub off on that washcloth. A washcloth is a strong cloth that can wash off your skin. Washcloth. Take advantage of that. Don't use a bidet. A bidet. I think it's called a bidet. Don't use those little loafies. Don't use a loafer. A loafer, not a bidet. What's a bidet? I don't know, but don't use a loafer. Use a washcloth. Washcloth is 10 times harder. You scrub hard. Scrub your skin hard from all that dead skin cells. Because this washcloth is very good. Good to scrub your feet off from the dirt. There's dirt in your feet. Scrub hard. Scrub your skin hard from with the washcloth. Because you can clean your skin very nice, make it nice and baby-like. Because your dead skin cells need to come off your skin. Wash your skin hard with a washcloth once a day. Okay, I recommend it. It cleans off your dead skin cells, cleans your face, cleans your dead skin cells off of your body. Okay, you gotta wash your body hard with a washcloth, and I recommend it. Don't use a loofah. Loofah is too weak. You can't really scrub with a loofah. You scrub with a washcloth. Okay, I recommend a washcloth over a loofah any day because a washcloth hard scrubs when you're showering is something I recommend. Left side sleeping is with gravity and promotes heart health. Sleep on your left side. It promotes is with gravity and it promotes heart health. Something you should know. If you ever want to sleep on your left side, it promotes heart health and it's with gravity. So I recommend it. I recommend that you guys left side sleep. Fish for omega-3 fatty acids. Fish for omega-3. Shake dandruff out hair. Shake your dandruff out your hair. Okay, you got dandruff in your hair. Shake it out. Shake out your dandruff. Olive oil organic is good for wrinkling skin. You have wrinkling skin, use olive oil and put it on your skin. Rub it in your skin and it will actually stop the wrinkles. It can make the wrinkles go away. So I recommend it if you ever have wrinkly skin, you use olive oil organic. It can actually promote good health of your skin. It can make your skin nice and smooth. So I recommend you use olive oil organic for your skin. And opposition equals farting is unhealthy eating. So this is an idea. So opposition, this is an opposition idea. Opposition. Farting is unhealthy eating. Sloth versus pigs are stronger against poison. So you either can choose one side. You can choose pigs are stronger against poison to be stronger against poison, or farting is unhealthy eating. So if you eat junk food, you can be strong against poison. Pigs are strong against poison. You will get pigs are strong against poison, which is like a video game. Farting is unhealthy, so that means you eat fruits and vegetables. So if farting is unhealthy eating fruits and vegetables. Sloth doesn't fart, by the way. If you search up sloth, does a sloth fart? No, sloths do not fart. Instead, they absorb the methane produced by the gut microbe during digestion and breathe it out. This is due to their unique digestive system and slow digestion of simple. A sloth. Farting is unhealthy eating. Sloth. Okay, so farting is unhealthy eating. Okay, so sloths don't fart. So remember, farting is unhealthy eating? Question mark. I don't know. That's something to think about. If you fart, is it healthy for you? I don't know. But if pigs are strong against poison, okay, remember that. You have two options. You can either choose the farting is unhealthy or pigs are strong against poison. I'll choose farting is unhealthy. That's my choice. I'd rather say that farting is unhealthy, and I will commit eating organic food, organic vegetables, eating tons of fruits and vegetables to live longer. Okay, eat tons of fruits and vegetables, you'll live longer, I'm telling you. Okay, fruits and vegetables are important and they should be. Eat organic, eat unorganic once in a while, okay, so your body adapts to it. And you can become a pig. Pigs are strong against poison because if pigs eat junk food, they can live against poison. Okay, it's an opposition effect. Okay, you can only choose one side, and you can eat organic for the rest of your life. But if you go to unorganic once in your rest of your life, it can go against you. Okay, it's just your body adapts. Okay, your body adapts to whatever you eat, and if you eat unhealthy at a young age, at an older age, it can go against your age. Okay, so you gotta realize that farting is an unhealthy eating or pigs are strong against poison. You got two options of opposition, and you can only choose one. Preserve by canning your food in glass jars. Okay, there's methods of canning glass jars. You have to boil the glass jars and then put the food in the glass jar and pops the bubbles before you close it. You boil the glass jars and then you seal it from oxygen and you boil the glass jar to kill all the bacteria on the glass jar, and then you pop the bubbles on the ends of the glass jar, and then you preserve it, and you put it in somewhere cold, and you can preserve the food by canning. Canning is a great way. It's just canning is just separating the food from the oxygen from the air. So it preserving is just canning food so it doesn't touch oxygen, so it doesn't touch air. And that's basically what canning your food is. It's just don't touch the air. If it touches the air, it will spoil. And it does work. You just have to boil the glass jar prior to sealing it, and then you poke the holes on the, before you seal it to make sure there's no oxygen in the glass jar before you seal it, and you can preserve it, and it will preserve for a long time. Okay, and I recommend you guys know how to can your food because canning is a very important technique that can preserve food for a long time just by sealing it from oxygen. And oxygen can just expire your food, so you gotta seal it away from oxygen. Animals is gratitude. I'm grateful for all the animals we have in the world, and I really am happy about many things about um about the food we have in the water. Food, water, shelter, jester. Jester is like a king's jester. Gratitude, inspiring talent, and legacy. Legacy is something to be remembered for. Inspiring talent is like exercising. Inspiring talent is like playing basketball or cheerleading. Okay. Not, I mean, exercising is inspiring talent as well. Yeah. It's like something you're inspired by. Something you would like the world to have. This is the 7 things a king needs. 7 things needs. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Remember this list: food, water, shelter, a jester, gratitude, inspiring talent, and legacy. 7 things a king needs. This is 7 things a king needs, and I think everyone needs it as well. Food, water, shelter, a jester, entertainment, gratitude, being happy to be alive, inspiring talent, inspired to be an actor, a dancer, uh, a song recorder, a musician, and legacy, something to be remembered for. something that you want to be remembered for in your lifetime. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It was everything I learned, and I'm happy to tell you guys everything I learned. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more contents like this one. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.